Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my quick daily fresh face makeup routine, and this is pretty much what I do to go to work every day. Now I will say on days when I want to do the bare minimum, I don't go to work without foundation, mascara, and brows. Those are the three things that I always put on my face, but for the most part I do this routine every day. I could pretty much get this completed in 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, I have dark spots, and really that's it. I don't really get too many blemishes, but this should take care of that if you do have that problem. Let me get one more thing. This is the Bite Agave. I just put something on because I have very dry lips. So I did wash my face and moisturize. So after I do that, I clean my face and I moisturize. I do typically run this Nurse Jamie roller on my face in the morning, and then I do my rose quartz at night. I do depuff my face in the morning with that. And then we're gonna go in with the Smashbox Primerizer. And usually in the mornings, I'll wash my face, put my cream on, and then I'll go feed the dogs and let that kind of sink in. I do use this. This is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing. So I take a little bit of this for the areas of my face where I have large pores. Let me move my mirror. So I'll put that in the areas where I have large pores, and I just fill those in. I don't put this all over my face because I do find this to be more of a filling primer, and it is thick. I have combination skin. I do have dry patches. I use this to kind of balance my skin out. All right, so once I have that on, I take my foundation. Right now I am using the It CC cream, especially during the day, just because it has SPF. And I don't always put SPF underneath it, but when I do remember, I do use something light like this Biore UV Aqua Rich, and I'll use that underneath. What we're just gonna do, I do like a half a pump, and I do like little dots. A little bit of this goes a long way. I've learned that the hard way. Just take my brush and I kind of spread it out. I just kind of move it around. And then once I've moved it around, I start to buff it into my skin. And I would say that this is definitely medium coverage. It is not full. If you can see, my darkest dark spot still peeks through a little bit. But I prefer a medium for during the day, and then I'll just go in with some heavier concealer. Okay. I do use both a brush and a sponge. If I am in a rush, I will just do the sponge, but I do like to press the foundation into my skin. Make sure I get all my corners. So I have the Naked Skin Concealer, and I have that in a lighter shade, but usually on days when I just want a fresh look, I use the medium light, which is a little closer and just does not give off that glam look that some concealers can do. So this is just slightly lighter, and it's just gonna help cover some of those dark spots that the foundation couldn't cover. And I just do this because I just want more of a natural finish, because I do have several versions of a no makeup day. I do have where it's more of a glowy routine, and when I do that, I do use a lighter concealer. And if I didn't mention, I am in neutral medium in the CC cream. If you look closely, you can still see my dark spot here and here, but that's my face. I'm not one to put on heavy makeup. I have them. I have to go to a dermatologist to see if I can get them lightened, but they're there. So that's as good as it's gonna get for how I want my face throughout the day. I do not like a lot of heavy foundation. So next is setting. And lately I've been using this Cover FX setting powder, which is gonna be on Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. So it's a really nice setting powder. My favorite setting powder, I don't know if it's available in a single, but it's the Hourglass Ambient Light Edits palette. That is my all-time favorite setting powder, and it's a pressed one. I didn't think I would like a pressed one, but it's my favorite. So, but this one's currently available and I like it, so I did want to show you this one. So after we set the face, I'm gonna go in with the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze in Medium. I do believe these are still available, and I do see them on sale. I love this bronzer because it's so light and you can't go wrong. Like sometimes I over bronze, I get too heavy handed, and this is just really nice. It just brings a little touch of color, and it's like a cooler tone, so it doesn't look too fake. Okay, next we're gonna do brows. I'll move this up a little closer so you might see it. On days when I want a fresh face, I go for my medium brown. It's a little bit lighter. It's not as intense, so I do use like a lighter brow pencil. And I don't overdraw my brows, but you could barely see the brows up front. So I do color those in a bit, but I try to really do the strokes. Sometimes you can see when people overdraw it. So I try to stick as close to my shape as I can. And like, I hope my sister, because she has a thinner brow than me and hers is more round. And when I showed her this technique, just work with what you have, to me, and it'll just look so pretty and so natural, and she is much happier with her brow routine. I'm exaggerating my brows in the sense that, you know, this isn't the way my brows look when I wake up, but I don't overdo the natural shape. And then like right here, I just kind of deepen my light, fine brow hairs. Now I do get more dramatic, and usually that is when I use a darker shade, but I still try to stick to this technique. And then I take the spoolie and sometimes I'll put a brow gel, but I don't all the time, so we're not gonna do that. In a BoxyCharm video, I said that these brushes weren't worth the price. I take that back. I really enjoy these Luxie brushes. I don't use them for what they're intended for. I didn't like them when I initially, and now I would probably get this set again. I think it was the third brush I don't like, but these two I would repurchase. These two I definitely would repurchase. And this is the Luxie foundation brush, and I use this as a setting one, so I don't use that what it's for. And then this is the blush brush, and I didn't like this type of blush brush before, and now I absolutely love it. So we are gonna go in with blush. This is the ColourPop blushes. Okay, so this is Lunar Has It and Tulip to Quit. I like to mix Lunar Has It and Tulip to Quit for my makeup days when I just want a light flush of color. Okay. I love the Luminizer for those days when it's not too much of an intense highlight. I still think this is just a great highlight. And I just take the Mary Lou, the original. I just pop that certain areas of my face. Okay. And then with a fluffy brush, I just kind of blend all that together. Okay, last is mascara. And usually I always use two. I use one with a more lengthening wand. This is a MAC one. This is an Extreme Dimension. This came in a little kit with like their popular Ruby Roo, this, and then their Fix Plus. And I just like to buy little mascaras to try out. And this is the It Superhero. This is more for like plumping. And what I usually do is I put the volumizing one with that fluffier brush on first to kind of fatten my lashes up. After I go in with that one, this brush just kind of takes out the clumps, if you know, whichever one you use. And I do this with drugstore as well. So I did blink, and that happens. Just let it dry, and then you could pick it off. Super annoying. I forgot to set my face, and I always set my face, especially because it melts everything together. And I forgot, and I usually do it before I put mascara on because my mascara does bleed, but we're gonna try anyways. Now, the two that I always use is my Morphe and also my Urban Decay All Nighter. But if I could only choose one, it would definitely be Urban Decay. I don't care how much it costs. That is my favorite, and I have tried several, and it just consistently holds down my makeup. It melts everything into my skin. Okay, and then I don't want a heavy lip, so I'm just gonna pop on this Berry Lip Glowy Balm by Laneige. Is it Laneige? I don't know. Just to give me more of that glossy look. And that is it. This is just a quick, glowy, fresh face look. Or some people say no makeup days. Just when you want to not look busted, but look fresh and like maybe you don't have makeup on, if that makes sense. So that will do it for this video and this quick tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like me and haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe and click that notification bell so you know when I upload. And until next time, guys, bye.